You're listening to News Bite Scotland with Michael McEwan and Peter Newman.
Hello and welcome to News Bite Scotland, where we're holding a special episode to mark the resignation of Steve Clarke, the Scotland football men's team manager, who has resigned after 7 years in charge after the exit of this Scotland team from the World Cup.
You're listening to News Bite Scotland with Michael McEwan and Peter Newman.
So as we were talking on the last episode of News Bite Scotland, Scotland Clarke, a big game against Brazil. Obviously they lost that game, and the news coming out, in fact it came out earlier this morning, 12:30 this morning actually, that Stevie Clarke has resigned from his post as head coach at Scotland. What next for Scotland? Couple of things here that I think it was very surprising that the SFA gave him a new deal before the World Cup. It would make more sense for the SFA to sit down after the World Cup and say to him, look, we'll speak about a new deal for you if we qualify or if we did well in this World Cup, but to give him a new deal before the World Cup, it didn't make any sense to me. Also, Stevie Clarke is away. We've got a big Nations League qualifying campaign kicking off in September. We need to hit the ground running there. Who will be in the running for that? The rumours, like everything else, the rumours right away. And Stevie Naismith, Davy Moyes and Postecoglou. There might be other names out there. I think the SFA will have to take a bit of a stock time to look at the position. They need to get it right, but also they need to look at the structure of Scottish football. I don't know how many times I've said that over the years. They need to get get the youth development right in Scottish football, because nobody's coming through. Youth development, grassroots football as well. But it's amazing because every time we talk about a manager losing their job at Scotland, we always talk about youth development. But we haven't managed to get that sorted out yet. We haven't got, nobody is coming through nobody is basically coming through the ranks as well. So the SFA needs to take stock about this as well. But I mean, it's ridiculous that the SFA gave him a new deal before the World Cup. It would make more sense to wait until after the World Cup and see how we go on. Listen, obviously I would like to say thanks to Stevie Clarke. He did well. Obviously he'll go down in history as the first manager since 1998 to get us to a major World Cup and also back-to-back Euros. But as I've been saying on previous podcasts, that you would like to qualify for these major tournaments, but you also want to do something as well. You just don't want to get there to make up the numbers. You want to actually get out of the group and maybe get to the quarterfinals and see. You look at teams like Cape Verde and all that. Now this is their first ever World Cup, and they've qualified, get their group for the first time, obviously. So well done to them. But big questions need to be asked now at Scotland, and also big questions would need to be asked for the SFA.
You're listening to News Bite Scotland.
That was your News Bite Scotland football special. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember to hit like and subscribe wherever you're accessing the podcast, be that YouTube or your podcaster of choice. We'll see you again very soon. Take care.